Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're in the world. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Vechain update, man. I can tell you that something is just about to happen with the Vechain price chart here, and it's something that is really optimistic, and I'm really excited to be making this video. Obviously, we've got some green price section today, but that's not the reason why I'm really bullish like this. I'm going to be showing you the reasons why I'm bullish, and then we are going to be looking at price targets in the immediate short term. We'll also look at price targets in the longer run, as far as even the next bull market right here. So stick with me here until the very end of this video, because I'm going to be showing you stuff which is really amazing. But before we get into all that stuff, I just want to ask you to help me spread this video by delicately tapping the like button. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. People looking for Vechain updates will now be able to find this video much more easily. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I would encourage you to do so really, because I do TA on Vechain on a regular basis. And without me warning my mouth too much, let's get into the real stuff. So in my very last video, I showed you two main lines of support that we have right here on the price chart, and the lowest point of the first line of support that we have there is something like $0.01 there, and then the other line of support that we have here is something like 0.01, right? So yeah, basically the idea here is if we lose this support right here, it's likely that we are going to be supported down here, right, which is really devastating. But I mean, we actually have got a positive structure right on top of the main support that we have, right, the current support that we are sitting at right here, which I actually went on to show you this Wyckoff accumulation structure that we have right here. And I was saying that this chart is probably the most optimistic structure that I've actually seen in markets, right? Because you can actually see, according to this fractal that I put on top right here, right? I'll show you where I got the fractal from. You can see that we are matching 1:1. So the Vechain price chart is doing something that we have seen in markets before there, right? So the price chart that I copied the fractal from is the market cap of the Cardano price chart back then in 2018 to 2020. It marked the very bottom there, right? With all the crazy things that were happening, even with the pandemic, we can actually liken this pandemic moment where everyone was thinking that probably the world was going to end right here, right, to this point that we have right here on the Vechain price chart, where you can actually see that this was the exact point in time where the FTX fiasco was happening right here. So yeah, we've got a positive structure right here. Why is it positive? Because you can actually see that after the accumulation was done right here, after your preliminary support, your selling climax, your auto rally, your secondary test, and then your spring, the accumulation was done right here, and then you actually rally to a new all-time high right here for the Cardano price chart, right? Can we have something like that for the Vechain price chart? It's really possible that we could have something like that. So yeah, we are still right here with our fractal, and we'll be waiting to break above our trading range right here, and then we can have maybe a sign of strength, and finally we, let go of the price chart right here, and then it's off to the races, right? So another example that I could actually show is also the Ethereum price chart there. You can actually see the same structure happening here. Your preliminary support right here, your selling climax, your auto rally, secondary test with a spring, and then finally it's off to the races. Also, just from this Wyckoff accumulation fractal, the price chart looks to be in good hands right here, right? Nothing to worry with it. So now let's look at some price targets here. In my very last update, I showed you this falling wedge that we have right here. So basically, falling wedges are bullish patterns. I think it's about 66% success rate to go and hit the price target. So we have that falling wedge here on the Vechain price chart here. So yeah, the technical price target will be something like the top of the wedge, right? From where we are right here, it's looking like it's something like 17 cents, right? From the time I was making the video, it was, almost a 10x there, right? And the good thing about the price target, really, it actually comes into confluence with this Fib retracement level. It's something like the 0.6 Fib retracement level, which is a common Fib retracement level, really. So in the very worst case scenario that we don't go ahead and set a new all-time high, I'll be looking at 17 cents as the most conservative price target here for the Vechain price chart. Now, when we remove our price chart from a log scale to put it on a regular scale, you can actually see that maybe, the price chart doesn't look too good right here, but there is something that is really optimistic about this price chart. So as you can see right here, I've got a fractal down below here, and this fractal I actually took it from, an uncommon place here. I took it from the gold fractal that we had back then in 1980 up to 2003 right here, right? So I actually saw some similarities right here, and I was really happy because at some point, you feel like the project that you're actually supporting is fading away, and maybe there isn't hope, right? So it was really nice to see a fractal that looks like the gold price, because I mean, is there any asset better than gold? I don't think so. Maybe there is, right? So yes, the fractal you see below right here, we took from the gold price, and you can see that it has got striking similarities right here, right? If we want to put it into detail, let me actually do this right here and move the price chart down here so that we can have, clear comparison here. Bear with me, I'm sorry, because I didn't prepare this beforehand. So yeah, look at these two peaks that we have right here in a 1 2 3 fashion. We crash here, so in a 1 2 3 fashion we crash here, coming all the way down to the lows right here, coming all the way to the right here. So we also have got, you know, these 2 picks that we have right here. We still have got the 2 picks here on the Vechain price as well, and then you have got another pick right here, which obviously took much longer for the gold price here compared to what the Vechain price that is doing. Obviously the Vechain price that this is happening in a space of, you know, 1.5 years, but the fractal that I'm showing you right here is happening from 1980 up to 2003 right here. So there is, you know, a very big difference when it comes to the, you know, to the time frames there, but the structure remains the same. So we were here right here, so this would be your structure right here, and then finally you actually try to set a new high right here, which is this one right here, and then finally you move and then you capitulate right here. You have the same thing right here, your capitulation right here. So, you know, these things are actually coming, you know, right into confluence in my own opinion, because we've got a Wyckoff accumulation structure at the very bottom right here, which you see almost the same thing right here. We didn't have a Wyckoff accumulation structure obviously on the gold price. Let me go back to the gold price. But yeah, that was basically the end of it after that capitulation that we have right. And look at what the gold price did there, right? So eventually it went on a massive bull run, and I was just playing around with the idea of you know, a fib extension right here. So from a retracement perspective, if Vechain is going to follow the same structure that the gold price did, let's go ahead and measure what that would look like really. So from the gold price, that was you know, from top right here to the very bottom. So that's something like what right here? It's something like I think it was the 2. Yes, exactly. It pinpointed the 2.618 fib retracement level there, right? So on our Vechain price, let me go ahead and clear this because probably we don't need it anymore, right? I mean, if we need it, we'll recall it, but at the moment we don't need it. So yes, from the very top right here, doing the same thing that we did on the gold price chart, and to the very bottom here. And then let's check out what our 2.61 fib retracement is showing there, right? So our fib retracement 2 is showing us that the 2.618 is at 70 cents. So 70 cents would be the price target here if we would be following the structure 1:1. But is it something that is possible? Yes, it is possible, but I think it would be really unlikely to be following that structure like that. But the basic idea remains the same really, right? After this you know, crazy moments that we have right here in bear markets, there is light at the end of the tunnel in my own opinion. Obviously none of what I say is financial advice, but these are just the things that I see here. I mean, I'm really positive, I'm a positive person, but yeah, never take this as financial advice. But if you like the content, don't forget to delicately tap the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video with your friends and family. If you've got a query about the analysis, feel free to write me in the comment section. I will be able to respond to you. And without being said, I'll have to cut this one right here, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, bye.